business people are familiar with strategic planning for their companies, but very few people do strategic planning for their own lives. The strategic plan for one's life says, how do I want to look back on my life when I'm nearing the end, and what do I want to have accomplished, and what would I like my life to reflect? So for me, I have written a series of statements that I would like my wife to say about me at my graveside, and what I would like each of my 3 boys to say about me at my graveside. How will they remember me? Okay? And then, how will my friends remember me? Now, when I have those ideas, those ambitions, those goals that I would like, how I'd like people to remember me, how I would like to be thought of, then I live my life back in terms of what that plan is. It's not a question of saying, well, I'd like them to say this, I'd like them to say that, and then forget it. If I want my sons to remember me as a loving father who cared for them, who trained them, who protected them, who was always someone who they could go to for counsel and for wisdom and for insight, then I must behave and conduct myself in a way that they will do that. I can't hope to die, to get near the grave, and then think, I wish that had happened. I need to live my life in such a way that they will do that. And the same thing, if I want my wife to remember me as a husband who cared for her, who protected her, who loved her, who was always prioritized her, that she was the only woman in my life, then I need to live my life in a way that at the end of my life she can say that. So it's having a goal, a strategic positioning for the next 15, 20 years, and saying, now what must I live, how must I live now so that I achieve that goal? And I think very few of us live with a strategic end in mind. We live with, we want enough money to retire, we want a nice house, we want a nice car. Those things are not wrong, not at all, but they're very small. Life is much bigger than houses and cars. It's about relationships, about the legacy, what we leave behind that people will still remember and think. I draw up every January a 3-year plan. So I have a 3-year plan for 2011, 2012 and 2013. What do I want to achieve in those 3 years? And it really covers 7 things. It covers my faith. Where do I want to be faith-wise in 3 years' time? It covers my family. What do I want my family to look like or be in 3 years' time? What are my goals? A closer relationship with my wife? Do I need to work on some relationships with my mother, my father, my sons? Do I need to be doing anything there? Finances. What are my goals financially? If you don't plan, you won't get there. That's the truth. And most of us don't achieve, most of us fail to achieve what we could have in life, not because we didn't have the ability, not because we're not competent, but because we're just not disciplined about a systematic approach. So then I plan for fitness. As I get older, you have to look after your body even more so, okay, because not young like you, that your body stays strong and healthy anyway. Then I think of my faculty, that's my mental abilities, and am I learning, am I advancing? Learning doesn't stop when you leave university or college. Learning continues all the time. So I want to say, what kind of good intellectual material am I reading that will challenge me and keep my mind stimulated and going forward? The other one is friends. Okay. As you get older, you lose friends. And most of us don't grow our circle of friends. We don't enlarge it. And I like to say, if we could develop our friends, one friend a year, one new friend a year, that's not a lot. One friend a year. In 10 years, you've got 10 new friends. And as you get older, they die, so you need to find new friends, okay? Don't want to get to 75, 80 and have no friends. And then the last thing is, which is more pertinent for younger people than where I am, but for my age, is my firm. Where am I going with my career? Am I just working? Is it just a job? Or am I building something that at the end of my career when I leave, I can be proud and the firm can be pleased that I worked for them. So, in that 3-year cycle, I put in goals for each year, and then each new year I revise it, update it. Do I get all my goals? Do I achieve them all? No, I don't achieve them all. But do I achieve a lot more goals than if I had not planned? And I do achieve significantly more.